December 1st, I wanted to just chit chat with you guys and crank out some more videos. So I want to talk about this story that I saw, and it's about Pastor John Gray. And last Sunday, he allowed for his congregation to collect money from the offering basket. He basically said, for those that are in need, take what you need. And I like this because it brings up a different type of conversation that I want to touch on. There is a lot of talk about tithing in the church monetarily, and I have different feelings about monetarily tithing for those that are struggling. I think that tithing, when you have it, that's a whole nother subject, and I'm not here to debate on if it is right or wrong or how you should tithe, because I don't really care. I think that tithing is definitely necessary, but I personally think that you don't have to tithe 100% to the church. I think that you can tithe by giving to different non-for-profit organizations. I think that you can tithe by giving directly into small businesses. I think you can tithe by, and this specifically if you have no money or if you are in a place where you are financially not there. I think that tithing financially, when you are trying to fix your credit score, feed your family, keep the roof over your head, keep the light and the heat on, I think that that should come first tithing. I think that what are some alternatives that other people should do, myself included. When I started my business, I'm not going to lie, I stopped tithing at the church. However, my volunteer hours went throughout the roof because I feel like if I can't give monetarily, I'm going to be able to give my time. So I started volunteering at the African American Museum here in Chicago, the DuSable Museum. I volunteered with them through After School Matters as well, which is helping the high school population within the Chicago community. I also started volunteering more with the Chicago Urban League. I really got involved in the community because I feel like it's still important for me to give to my community, to God's people in a certain way, but monetarily, I needed to pay my car note. I need to keep my credit good, which means paying my bills on time, versus paying for a pastor or a church that's already going to be paid for, that also gets tax write-offs because they're a not-for-profit and they don't have to pay taxes. So, it's just a lot of things that goes on. I mean, if we want to be biblical, was Jesus paying tithes? People pay tithes with like food and animals and things like that, and it wasn't like every Sunday type thing. And I'm sure during that time, as people were bringing food and stuff, people were also donating their time. And that is kind of where I'm at. I think that there needs to be more purpose around helping people to get out of this financial circle of, I'd rather have you than diamonds and golds and all that. Like, why is it either or? I feel like we were put on this earth to not just survive, but to thrive. I think that there is a way, especially with social media and everything, that there's just a way for everybody to really find their passion and their purpose and monetize it, so that you are not only giving out and working out your God-given right and purpose in life, but you're also making money for yourself and making generational wealth, because again, God has plans for us to prosper, and God has plans for us to do well. And sometimes you just it's not your season to financially tithe. I think that this is a great conversation starter. I think that more people need to get into this. I'm here for it. I'm also here for pastors that actually write books and have conferences and make money outside of the church, because that's what you should be doing. I think that when you rely solely on that, it becomes it's a hard slippery slope. And I mean, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it here because I don't want to say anything that I don't mean. I want to make sure that everything that I have is research-based, or at least based off my opinion. And I really just want to talk about tithing. I want to talk about tithing specifically for the poor, or those that are bringing themselves outside of being poor. I personally am just giving you my experience. I am still very much faith-filled, but I decided during my building stage, where I am right now 100% full-time entrepreneur. I make money through consulting and through different platforms within my brand Average Black Girl. And it is not at this point replacing my income that I had when I was in corporate America. So therefore, I'm not at a place where I am able to tithe like I used to. So instead of that, this is what I've done to still stay connected, still feel work in my purpose, still feel the need and the ability to give back to my community, my Black community, my Christian community, my Black Christian community, whatever community it is. I've been able to give back to that community and still give value in the body of the work, in the body of the Lord and stuff. So that's what I've done. And if you are listening and you're in that situation, I want to tell you, please don't go broke trying to tithe for someone that, these pastors be good. Especially the bigger the church, the better the pastor's off. That's just what it is. So get yourself together, build your brands, fix your credit score, and live your life. And that's it. I'm going to leave that there. Leave your thoughts. How do you feel about this story? I'm going to put the link for the article so you guys can definitely get the full gist of it and kind of see what he has to say. I want to read a quote of what John Gray has said. He says this: "For too long, people have stood in a pulpit and told you to give, give, give. Very rarely have I seen churches stop and say, leave the baskets out. Let people get what they need. We've got too many pulpit pimps who want to get fat off people but don't want to meet the needs of the poor people. And Jesus says that's who you are supposed to be taking care of. We've got widows, we've got orphans, we've got single moms in here. We may not be able to do everything, but we can do something. I wish we could do more, but it's the best we can do right now." Okay? And that's a word. And that's ultimately what I'm saying. If you are a single mom, barely able to make things meet, you would be considered poor. Take care of your home. You don't need to be doing that. And the church does need to do more with how to build generational wealth, how to set up people with investment properties, how to set up people with investment stock portfolios, how to help people that can't help themselves, that are just already set up for money coming in. You know what I mean? Not everybody needs to have a business, but everybody can have some stock options. Everybody can have a rental property. People can do some things. I'm excited for this conversation. I'm excited for this talk. Please leave your thoughts and your comments in the description below. And let me know, what do you think about tithing and what John Gray says as pulpit pimps that only care and preach about tithing, but don't preach about financial wellness, getting out of being poor, and really only care about money coming in and not what the church is doing to make it come out. Alright, that's it for this video. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.